Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 22nd of July 2021 and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, our topic today is the white flag campaign in Malaysia during the pandemic. Would you help them? Share any thoughts on this topic. So before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Okay, so for this campaign, white flag campaign, and I believe that even you are in Singapore and you must have heard about this, right?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Yep. So to me, I think firstly the intention of doing this is quite good because the, they are trying to help people in terms of food and then to reduce the potential suicides. And then with this campaign, those those people they are in need, they actually can help themselves instead of yeah, of course they are relying on other people, but um, to me this is very effective. And then those people who are really in need, they can do so. Yep. And then so for this one, I think firstly it is good, and second, um, there are a few methods for this campaign in order to get the food. Firstly, is through the food bank. Yeah, this is actually not the initial way of this white flag campaign. The initial way is that the peoples they are in need, they need to put the white flag in front of their house and then maybe outside the gates, and then so that people want to help, they may know who is in need. So the food bank that I mentioned just now uh, is is another method after this, and then this is something like a shop, and then they are providing food or some necessity which is free. They put outside their shop, and then people who want to take it, they can take it. Maybe they need to write their name or what. Yeah, after doing that, they can take the food. Yep. So so there are two now. Number three is the support of Speed Mart 99. Yeah, this is a convenience store. Yeah, and then um they join this campaign, and if anybody they need helps, let's say they are residents in this particular area, and then there is a Speed Mart 99 store nearby, they can call uh, they can call them so that they will deliver the food to the house. Yeah, so and the next one is from it's actually from the online seller. Yeah, for this one, because recently my mom uh, sometimes she would buy the fish or some seafood or some other cooking materials online, and then yeah, so she actually watched the live video of selling those groceries, and then I heard that the seller, the online seller, they actually said that they are doing uh, they are supporting this white flag campaign, and uh, so that people that want to donate, so they can order the fish, uh, and then after that the seller will send the fish to person who need the fish. Yeah, so this is one, two, three, four ways that I saw uh, how these campaigns run. And then yeah, to me, I think even though there are some marketing purpose for food bank and then online seller and also the Speed March 99, but I think this is still okay because this is something like a win-win situation. The person they need food, they get the food, and then uh, the the provider, the donor, they they uh, they can get their purpose. Maybe it's marketing purpose. Maybe they really want to donate. They also uh, get what they want. And then among these different methods, I think Speed Mart 99 together with the white flag at home. These two methods, I think, is the can be said the best. Um, why? Because we also heard that there are some people they go to the grocery store, they take the food from the food bank, and which they actually um, not so poor. I mean, they still manage to live their life well, but they kind of take the food and then they take a lot they can sell to other grocery store to make money from this. So there's still some people uh, exploit this white flag campaign. But for 99, the Speed Mart 99 and the white flag at home, this combination, I think, maybe is more difficult, or I say the cost to do so, to exploit of this white flag campaign could be higher. The cost is higher because you have to put the white flag at your home. Firstly, this is not easy for for I think most of the people because once you do this, it is something like you admit you have got financial problems, and then so that maybe they will have some embarrassing to do so. So people who are really in need, only them they will do. They will put the white flag at home, and people that want to exploit, maybe some of them still do, but I think maybe some of them, many of them will not do so if they think they still can live the life. They don't need the food. Yeah, so I think this is a very good way. Yep, and then to answer the second question, would you help them? Yeah, this is the first question. Um, for me, I think if they are my neighbor, I and also if I have the ability. For now, I think if my neighbor do so, I will try to help and give some food to them. And for other people, maybe the people which is not my neighbor is kind of far away. Yeah, I think I won't do because yeah, there are too many, and then also there are some other uh, organizations. Yeah, they also will take care of this. And maybe what we can do is to call the hotline and then to tell them the address, which house is in need, whether they get the information already. Yeah, I think this is what I can do to help if I encounter any white flag putting outside the house. Yeah, but for me, in this during this pandemic, I seldom go out. But I did, and For this, until today, I have never seen any houses put the white flag. Yeah, during the few times of going out. Yeah, so these are my sharing today.
And there's another terms which is relate to this white flag. This is in Malay language, which is the Kerajaan Gaga, means the failure of the government.
Oh, this is in which country?
Malaysia,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so just now you say, can you repeat the terms again?
Kerajaan Gaga.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of related hashtag on YouTube.
Hmm.
It's also relate to the white flag. And also another hashtag relate this white flag is also like we help ourselves. It's something
Hmm.
like yeah. So you don't need to wait that the government help you and
Yeah.
community will help you.
Hmm. Yeah.
And this is good. To me, I think this is good. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um. But as a government, um, the government may have two reactions. The first is yeah, since you all can help yourself already,
Yeah.
so need to help you. And the second is it's so shame in the
Hmm.
but for those country who don't mind to shame their country on a headline, then yeah, it's not a problem for them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Malaysia have a lot of shame news, shame, shame they on the headline.
Yeah.
Not only about this white flag, and actually this white flag is just a small thing
Hmm. Yeah.
compared to all of the news. Yeah. So as you can see, some of the officer in Malay language we call the penggawa.
Hmm. Yeah. Pengawai.
Yeah, and some of them, and I actually know one of them, because I watched a YouTube video which talk about this is a Malay girl, which
Hmm.
so she's an officer and she say yeah she like this white flag, and so because and also she also support the white flag, mm,
Yeah.
because that is uh because she think this is a good this is a good event, and then
Yeah.
the community can be strengthened. So you all can then when you have some trouble and the community, the friends around you, the neighbor can help you.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and nothing wrong. But this 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 sentence come from a government mouth, come from an officer,
Hmm.
become something wrong.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. So for the topic questions, would I help? Will I help them? To be frankly, I won't.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But how
think.
about the neighbor beside you?
Yeah, yeah, but I think this is a good event. Mm.
Hmm.
This is like kind of the social awareness
Hmm. Yeah.
that, and we also can see around the country, around the world, they have some so-called the social revolutions.
Hmm.
Country, and it may come from the financial market perspective, and like the GME case, and also some other case,
Hmm.
and for example, like the anti-mask event. Yeah, of course, there is that event is formed by some stupid. So
Yeah.
but you can see in our world, in our current world, they actually have some divergence, and this divergence is actually caused by the mistrust, and also caused by the maybe the anger, because they get some pain. So
Mm.
this is also a form of social revolutions. No matter it is in a good way, no matter it is a bad way, but
Yeah.
there is a social revolution. And what
Mm.
means actually, this is a question for us to think. And it's not in one country. It is in a lot of country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my sharing for today.
Mm. Yep. Yeah, and it seems like for this white flag campaign, uh, is it only in Malaysia? Because in my knowledge, it is.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. All right, and then one more thing. I think this event is good because they are giving food, so instead of giving money. So of course, you still can find ways to exploit like the cases I mentioned just now. They go to the food bank, maybe they take a lot of the cooking oil or the instant noodles, and then sell back to some other grocery store with a cheaper price, and then they make a profit from that. Uh, yeah, still can do that, but it's not so direct as giving money. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think this is a good way to donate to help them
Yeah. One more question: whether the food bank is funded and subsidized by governments or by the community.
by the community. And many of them is something like the grocery store, the grocery shops. They actually have some stocks, right? And then I believe that some of them has already become online seller, but at the same time they will still uh, they didn't open their shop, but they just put something like a shelf and then put some food on the shelves, and then also the community, if let's say you want to help, you can also put some food, you buy some food and then you put on the shelf. You can also do that.
Mm.
Mm. Yep.
When US face a serious pandemic, they will print money. So
Mm.
they wanted to help. But for other country, the government can't do that. Uh,
Mm.
Same as the central bank of the country can't do that.
Yeah.
They can't print their own currency. But US can print the US dollar, because every country will buy for that.
Mm.
Take the
Yeah.
bill. But for Malaysia, if you print too much currency, it will create it will create more problems.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The currency crisis, right?
Mm. Okay. Do you have anything want to add in?
Yeah, well, one more thing outside the topic, which is the vaccinations of yours. Is it okay for you for these few days?
Yeah. And my second dose is on uh 4th of August. Mm.
Oh, okay. So it's the 2 weeks after the first one, right?
3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks.
Mm.
I see. Yep.
Have
And
you
then
since?
not yet. I think still waiting because for right now, my father and my mom, they actually got the appointment approval from the government. So I think maybe in August, that will be the turns for people which with the age below 50.
Mm.
Mm. So it's coming. Yep. And then how about uh, the Sinovac, which is the Chinese vaccine in Singapore? Is it popular?
Not popular because this is not supported by government, and government actually uh incentivize the people to take first is Pfizer and second is Moderna. Take
Mm.
these two vaccines.
Yeah.
And for the for the Sinovac, you can take you can choose to take the Sinovac
Yeah.
vaccine at the private hospital, but you have to pay for that. And if there is any side effects,
Mm.
you also have to uh, bear the risk.
Mm. Yeah, and it is not recognized, right? Like you said to me last time.
Mm,
Something like if you go to, let's say, to a shopping mall and then you couldn't show your cert that you have take the the recognized vaccine. Will it be some cases like this? Let's
uh,
say you take the Chinese vaccine, you couldn't go inside the mall unless you take the test.
yeah, it's something like that. Mm.
Oh.
But I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure whether this is correct information,
Mm.
because if if you didn't take vaccines, you still can go into the mall. Then why some people take the vaccines, they couldn't go into the mall?
Uh, didn't take vaccine.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I don't know the situation in Singapore.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, but maybe something like you want to go overseas, you want to come back from other countries. I believe that they need the certificates of your vaccination. And if they don't recognize the Chinese vaccine, so that could be a problem, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. And currently, actually, my dad, he got the Chinese vaccine and is going to take the vaccine today. Um, for my mom, is tomorrow, but she actually doesn't want to go because she got uh, she didn't get the Chinese vaccine and she kind of wanted to get the Chinese vaccine. So in that case, we actually cancel the appointment and then rearrange and hope that we can get the Chinese vaccine for her for the next appointment. Yeah, and then actually in Malaysia it is quite strange because it kind of we have to wait for the government to get the vaccination, and actually for these few days, my brother actually called one of the clinic, and then they say actually they got the vaccine. They are private clinic, and they do provide the Chinese vaccine, but the price is quite expensive. Uh, the price is one. I forgot about the price. It's something like oh 360 or 70 for one dose. So two dose that will be more than 700. It's very expensive. Yeah. So for my mom case, we wait for the second appointment, and if it didn't succeed, yeah, I think we will take the vaccine from the private clinic. Yeah.
Mm. Uh, okay. What the vaccines your family member get?
Yeah, my father get the Chinese and my mom get actually is uh it's not sure is the AZ or
Oh.
the Pfizer. Yeah, but because the place is not in it's not in some clinic. So and then we make a call to the center, and then they say it's either this either one from these two.
Yeah, and actually, I don't take vaccines in clinic, and
Mm.
take the vaccines in the community club.
Mm.
Yeah, and in Singapore, the vaccine subsidized by the governments, none of them, um, none of them conducted in the clinic actually. Almost
Mm.
almost all conducted in the community club.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what you worry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. No. Actually, my mom just worry about uh the vaccine, and because actually this for this one, I think the main problem is the placebo effect. And as the family members, I also yeah, I also couldn't say anything because for this one, if you have no trust in one vaccine, and I believe that even though there is no side effects in the future, it still affects you. So I think for her, yeah, because taking vaccine uh, is something that better off for this moment. And then so I think if we can get the Chinese vaccine for her, even though it's more expensive, and it still can be considered.
Mm.
Yeah, for other members like me and my brothers, actually we can accept other vaccine, and we still wait for the government approval. All right, so these are my sharings today.
Okay. That's all for our today conversations. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistakes that we make, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.